What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another live stream. Just bear with me here for 1 second. All right, there we go. Um, so yeah, I'm testing something a little different. As you might be able to see, I am streaming in 1440 today. Um, yeah. So this is the first time I've tried to stream in 1440. So I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on the stream, see how smoothly it goes. If everything goes well, we'll do it from here on out. Um, I'll go into more detail about that later on. In the meantime, let's get this party started, shall we? So, um, yeah, I'm trying 1440 out. I don't have a 1440 system right now. I don't even know if Farming Sim can be played in 1440 for that matter. But I do know that even if you can't uh, watch it in 1440, if you select it on YouTube, even if you have a 1080 screen, you will get a better viewing experience than if you watch it in 1080. So my hope is to give users a better viewing experience. That's the bottom line. Oh dear. Um, well, I see. I was just in my controls before the stream, and I seem to have screwed that up. So let's save the game. Da-da-da. We're gonna quit out here real sorry about that, folks. My apologies. Gosh darn it all. I wonder F1. Unload baler. Oh! I had it mapped the entire frickin' time. If I'd have just looked at that little thing, I would have realized what was going on. I'm a dumbass. So let's try that again, I guess. So what was I talking about before I became stupid in the head? I was talking about 1440. So we're streaming in that now. The hope is I'm going to have the monitors within, probably 2 weeks, maybe 2.5. But we're going to test it out tonight and see how it goes. See if we're dropping frames like crazy or anything. So far it seems to be going pretty well. So that's a big plus in my mind. I also figured out what was going on with my steering. I was having some issues with that. Turns out my dead zone was way off. I fixed that up. We seem to be on a roll now. So it was pointed out to me during the last live stream that we did, which was a American Truck Sim live stream with members of PCSG, that the people I were running with, people watching the stream, were having a really hard time hearing them. And I might have come up with a solution, but until I can get some guys on Discord and then some guys listening to the stream, then I won't be able to confirm whether or not I was able to resolve that issue, but here's to hoping. So tonight we're going to looks like we're kind of going to get stuck in the mud here. We're going to have to put four-wheel drive on. Tonight we're going to finish up baling. We got 2 fields to bale. We're going to fill up the compost plant as best we can. And then we're going to move on to stacking another load and selling them over at the BGA. And then we've got field work we got to get done. Planting both of these fields with sunflower. It's going to be our first sunflower crop. So that's kind of cool. What else we got going on? We got canola we got to harvest at some point. Some more money in the pocket there. The hope is to, by the end of the live stream, the hope is to buy ourselves a wood chipper. Wood chipper we've been looking at is about 64 grand, so we're about 20 off as of right now. Oops. Ran into a tree. That's alright. We hit a bit of a milestone this week that I want to thank everybody for. We hit 5,000 views, which is pretty friggin' awesome. We're ways past that now. We're actually sitting closer to 5,300 now, just like a day or so later. So I'm really happy about that. Really, the 10,000 views is what I'm really hoping for. That's the day I can't wait for. And the 100 sub mark is coming too. We're up to, last I checked, 83 subscribers. I want to thank every single one of you who has joined up. You guys are friggin' awesome. Awesome. Now, speaking of the channel, we've actually got a couple things in the pipeline. A couple more things coming down the pipeline. I'm not going to give too much of one of them away. I'm going to keep that pretty much, because I don't really know how much has been said about it yet in other places. I'm going to have to confer with somebody later and see how much I can say, because I never actually thought to ask him that. But I will say it's a collaboration thing that we're going to be doing. I'm not going to give you really any much more than that at this point in time. Maybe next live stream we'll diverge some more information. I hope to do one again Thursday night. I had fully intended on doing a live stream last night, but it was about 7 o'clock before I got home. Worked pretty much 12 hours straight there yesterday. I took like 15 minutes for lunch. It was just one of those days where I was super busy. It was a very profitable day for me, and got me that much closer to the monitors that I've been talking about, that I've wanted for quite a while now. So yeah, I was exhausted when I got home, but I was also really happy. So I do apologize that I wasn't able to live stream there last night. I won't be able to tomorrow, because tomorrow I work till 9 o'clock, which means I can go a little bit longer tonight, I think, which is good. Kim W says, hi, or hey, Rubber Burner. Welcome, Kim, to another live stream. I was just going on about a new little surprise that we got coming down the pipeline. I'm not even sure how much you know about it. Anyways, it was what the Doughboy wanted to discuss with me. I don't want to say too much because I don't really know how much I'm allowed to say about it yet. But I'm quite excited to get started with that. Oh, and I should mention I finally broke the bank and forked out the money for the Coon DLC. So I'm kind of excited to use some of that stuff. I don't know what piece of equipment I'll buy first. I have no idea. I like some of the smaller, like the 3-piece plow cultivator seeder thing that they got. I really like that piece of equipment. I think that's really my favorite piece of equipment that they have. But I was kind of thinking about using that on old streams too. I haven't done an old streams episode in going on a month now, but I do hope to get back to that some point in time eventually. I think once I get those monitors, I'll kind of reboot and have a second wind, be able to come up with the ambition to get doing some of those Let's Play series again. So yeah, we got 11 bales out of this field so far, which is pretty good. Mackenzie Lay says, shout out please. Well, you could have said hi, and I'd have given you a shout out. I'll give you one anyways. Mackenzie Lay, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, we're just baling up some straw here on Woodshire. I'm going to put this field is going to go straight to the compost plant, right to our left-hand side. What we can't put in the compost plant, we're going to just stack by the compost plant. Now we have more straw over in, I believe it's field 6. Anything that we get out of that field, I plan to sell over at the BGA. Whoopsie daisy. No reason to put a signal light on. Goodness. Just, are you using, Mackenzie Lay says, are you using mods? The answer to that is yes, I most certainly am. Just give me 1 second, guys. I want to switch something really quick. I want to turn the fans up on my computer. That means getting out of my seat. So just bear with me for 1 second here. Mackenzie, I'll get back to your question in just 1 second. I just wanted to explain what was going on there. So, I said earlier that I started streaming in 1440 today, which is a first for me. I'm also trying to use the processing power of my CPU versus my GPU, because supposedly it also gives a better stream quality for the combination of equipment that I'm using, but it's using quite a bit of my CPU. I usually keep my fans on my computer, I just have it set up on a switch, a 3-stage switch. I usually have them down on low, but I'm seeing my CPU usage up to like the 80%, so I wanted to crank up the fans a little bit so we didn't cook something. So to answer your question, Mackenzie, yeah, we do have mods. We have Little Donkey, which you're going to see here in a little bit. It's the John Deere 7710, slightly modified by one of my good friends, Ian, aka Trainian, from PCSG. He personalized it for me. What else do we have? We've got a logging trailer, some log forks. I don't know if you want to call the Coon DLC a mod or not, but we do now have that, and I'll probably end up putting a couple pieces of equipment of that in here soon. Goodness, I know we're using more mods than that. Really, we're not using a ton on this map yet. As we get more money and are able to purchase more, then we'll be using more mods. The full list, and it is a pretty short list of equipment mods, I should say. I have lots of other mods such as drive control and bale counter, handbrake mod, terrain and dirt, composter, all those kinds of things are in here too. This map is a mod, but in regards to the equipment mods, the full list is in the description below with download links. It's not a very long list right now. Now, that being said, I did finally download the tractor that I plan on purchasing. The next tractor that we will purchase, I downloaded it. I haven't tested it yet. I'm sure it's pretty good. There's a couple small tweaks that I'm going to be making to it. But that's going to be coming, probably not this live stream, maybe not the next one either, but soon. Very soon. Are you going to harvest? Yes, we are going to harvest. It is going to be a little while before we get to the harvest, though. We gotta finish baling, cultivate, spread manure, or compost rather. And then we gotta seed everything, like compost, the whole caboodle. On this field that we're just leaving, in field number 6, which we are heading to. Once all that's done, then we have a canola field that's ready to harvest. I want to get these fields completed so that the seed is in the ground, so we're not wasting any time. I'm not too worried about field number 12, which has canola, because it kind of became ready to harvest quicker than I expected it to. Woo, look at all that mud. So if it doesn't get planted for a little while, I'm okay with that. So bear with me. I want to take a quick drink here. But anyways, I was saying earlier that I switched from streaming from my graphics card to streaming to my processor. A large part of that is because I have a wicked processor. 6700K is very capable. I also have, pretty good graphics cards, the 1070s, but for some reason, I still experience frame rate drops. Now, admittedly, I do have my settings set probably a little higher than they need to be. Pretty much everything is maxed as far as it can go. But yeah, I was still experiencing frame rate drops. But my CPU was only running like in the 20% range. So I said, well, I'll take a little bit of power usage off of my graphics cards, and maybe I can get a little bit better frames for you guys. Because that's the whole goal, is to get a good viewing experience for you guys where y'all are enjoying yourselves and so on. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not going to sneak by that. Try that again. There we go. Another pass up. We'll start going the other direction. Oh, I hate when you fill up when you're headed on a hill like this. Are we going to get off the hill? Yes, just barely. Last thing I want to do is unload the bale, have her roll down into the stream down there forever gone. That'd be a waste of some cash and or compost, whichever we decide to do. Well, these are going to be cash. I'm going to sell them. Might just as well, I figure. Every penny counts right now. We got a list of equipment a mile long that we need to purchase. Like, it's just never ending. And we're going to be right on this dang hill. So what we'll do is just kind of... We're jackknifing, folks. IRL, that would be not good for equipment, but thankfully we're in the virtual gaming reality, so drive forward. So I read a blog post there today. I have been ranting and raving about cattle and crops for quite a while now, because I've been very excited about this game, and I read a blog post there today, and it kind of relayed my fear. And it's funny, my fear is not about the game. My fear is about the community right now. But we'll get back to that in just one sec, though. Walker Hicks says, "What's going on, everybody? I'm back, and just like, thank you, Walker. I greatly do appreciate it. We're just baling up what we harvested last time. Plan is to bale. Some of them we're going to sell. Some of them we're going to take to the compost plant. Then we got to prep these fields, sow them. Alright, now we get to go back and forth the other direction. And then eventually we're going to get to harvesting the compost. And if everything goes well, whoopsie daisy, we'll be buying a wood chipper today. So back to what I was saying about cattle and crops. Anyways, his blog was there has been a growing concern that cattle and crops is vaporware, and if you don't know what I mean by vaporware, I'll explain. It's essentially somebody stating that, oh, this piece of software is coming, and then it just never comes. There are the skeptics who believe that cattle and crops is just that. There are also skeptics who are starting to feel like these guys might not have everything that it takes to get the job done. Me, I've been following them very closely. I check the roadmap on a regular basis, and these guys are making progress. They haven't stopped. They're moving along. They've hit a couple roadblocks in their roadmap. Pun sort of intended there. But I think once they get over those roadblocks, then the sky's the limit, and I really think we're going to get an awesome product. Is it late? Yes. Is it later than I had originally thought it was going to be? Yes. Am I disappointed? Yes. Do I care? No. I just want a product that's dang good, and I think that's what these guys want to deliver. They want to deliver a dang good product. Mackenzie Lay asks, and I apologize if I'm saying your last name wrong. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard for you to correct me if I am, so I'm just going to continue to say it wrong if I am. Or I can just say your first name. Asks, how is your day? Well, I'm not 100% sure if you're asking me or Walker. But if you're asking me, my day was a little stressful, to be honest. Work was a little stressful. But at the end of the day, things actually really turned around for me. And I was, a half hour late leaving work, something like that. It wasn't the end of the world. But I was quite excited to get home and do some live streaming. Now oh crap. Just hang on. I want to stop this bale from either rolling away or rolling into the other field. So we're gonna point it like that. No. Oh dear. Things have not gone well. What was I saying? Yeah, so I apologize again. I didn't live stream last night. I wanted to, but it was almost 7 o'clock before I got home last night, and I was just pooched. Last night was my biggest day of the year at work so far, and what I mean by that is I physically did more work yesterday than I have all of 2017 so far. The way my job works is you can physically see how much work you did by numbers. And it was a big day, so I was just zonked when I got home. Oh dear, I knocked another bale around. And you watch that one try to go rolling away on us. We'll catch that if that happens, though. I suppose we could turn our working lights on, couldn't we? Now, that might affect our performance a little bit. Frame rates and so on. Oh dear. It's really going for a ride, ain't she? I don't know if there's a fence over here to catch it. I don't think there is. We got it. I really don't want to have those roll down there. That would suck. Stay. Stay. Let's try that again. Shall we? Oh. Oopsie daisy. Wasn't paying attention there at all. Alrighty, so we're just about done baling. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 trips up and down left, so not a ton of bales we'll have left coming out of the back end of this thing. But all in all, pretty good haul, I think. Oh my goodness, that's twice in a row now. Figure it out, rubber. Another bale rolling away on us. I need to get into square bales. We're going to continue baling this field. Otherwise, these things are going to be a lost cause. It's still rolling down there. I think it's headed for the stream, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it at this point. Yep. There she goes. She gone. She gone. We'll see if we can find it. Yep, she's in the stream. We might be able to get her if we drive down there. Up there, grass field. Well, that's a bit of a disappointment. Let's try pointing this in a different direction. Whoopsie daisy. Try to keep it from rolling away. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but yeah, that one seems to be staying. So, looks like 27 is going to be the number. However, we're only going to get 26 because I lost one. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do when you live in a shoe? Woo! Alright. So, we'll grab a little donkey now. Kicking up a little mud there. We'll grab a little donkey. And oh my goodness, look at that stutter. What's going on there? And we're going to start filling our compost plant, slash stacking them, slash getting some stuff ready for sale. And we just cleaned all this equipment last live stream. Well, she ain't so clean no more. A few of these pieces of equipment have hit some decent sized mud holes. Get all dirtied up. That's alright. So a couple live streams ago, a couple Woodshire live streams, I did mention that I was trying to convert a mod. I didn't really explain what mod it was. I'm trying to convert the tow bar mod from FS15 to FS17. Oh, I don't actually need this girl anymore. We need to break out the 7710 now. Where this part is, right about there. Still don't know why it's switching to those things off. Oh dear, that's a pain in my butt. Well, I did this last time I loaded the game too, and I don't know why. For some reason I can't switch to my John Deere until I reset it. So, oh, Kevin Myers says, hi, how are you doing tonight? And how is the stream going? And how is the weather? And I am new on here. Holy crap, that's a lot. Well, first of all, let me say, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Rebel Burner Gaming. I hope you enjoy yourself. The stream's been going pretty well. We're only about 40 minutes in or so. So just kind of getting started more or less. How am I doing tonight? Tonight I'm doing quite well. I'm enjoying welcome to Rebel Burner Gaming, where we run into things, we forget how to talk, and we press all the wrong buttons. Yeah, tonight's been a pretty good night. Got home, did the usual, ate supper and so on. I had a couple small projects I wanted to take care of before I got started, and now I'm here. I'm doing what I really love doing, and that's a little bit of virtual farming. How is the weather? Well, I live in a very rainy city. We live right on the ocean, up here in Canada, Great White North. Last couple days have been very, very rainy for us. However, it's very dry in my apartment, so all in all, no complaints. Really though, even though we are in a rainy city and so on, it is to be expected this time of year. May, after all. Now, I should probably be trying to grab 2 bales of woo at a time. Try to save some trips. So I don't think we're going to be able to fit too many more bales in here. I think we're going to be stacking quite a few of these guys. I think it can only fit maybe 180,000, something like that. We may have already reached our capacity. We'll try stuffing one more in there and see what happens. Well, took that one, took the entire thing, so we'll keep trying to fill her up as best we can. So if you're new here, I hope you enjoy yourself. I really do. We do all kinds of things on Road Gaming. Farm Sim is our #1 go-to game right now. American Truck Sim is probably our #2 go-to game. We're doing a little bit of Euro Truck Sim. We do some multiplayer live streams with members from PCSG. Oopsie daisy. I knew this would be cutting a little close. Yeah, we're just going to take the one. I'm not very good at grabbing two rails. Well, I just bought Seto Corsa just a few days ago. Maybe a whole 200,000. I thought it was 180,000. No. We just bought Seto Corsa a few days ago. Plan is, once things die down at work, I'm probably going to do kind of a series on it. Unless I can find a community that does some multiplayer stuff. I don't know. I haven't really spent that much time in the game. I did a quick live stream of it, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours long. A couple days after I bought it, and I had spent an hour or so on it before that. So really I have no experience with the game, but I do plan on doing something with it, because racing games are where I got started in gaming. I've always enjoyed racing games. Once Cattle and Crops gets released, we'll do that too. Or if it gets released, if you're a really big skeptic, which I am not. I could have swore this thing only held 180,000, but it appears I am wrong, which I'm not complaining about. I guess, Kevin, I should ask, how is your day going? And how's the weather where you're at? Kevin says, that is cool. Glad to hear that. You and I are okay, and I am good. And my weather up 50, and the low is 39. See, I am... Wow, you either typed that really, really quick, or you were already typing that as I was asking the question. I deal in the Celsius. I'm Canadian. Okay? Oh, no, won't take that one. So I guess 200,000 is the limit. So we'll just leave that there, and we'll start stacking the rest. Yeah, I deal in Celsius. Fahrenheit is a little bit strange to me. However, I do know 32 degrees is freezing temperature for water. So, I do understand that that's not exactly the warmest temperature in the world. So we're just gonna, and no, this is not going to be world's best stacking job. I'm just plopping them down. I think we'll do it like that, yeah. And it just makes it so that we can come back to these guys quickly and easily grab them. Kevin says, I live in Oil City, Pennsylvania. Is that the actual name of the city? Oil City? Because if it is, that's kind of cool. I actually live in... It's kind of considered an oil city. It's obviously not the name of it. So I shouldn't say obviously. There's no obvious about it. But I live in a city that is pretty much run by the oil industry. We have... it's a smaller city, but we do have the largest oil refinery in eastern Canada. I am, however, in no way whatsoever involved. with the oil industry. Kevin says, I like message protected. Okay. Fair enough. Woo! It's a nice little hump right there. So, now, we're just throwing these, throwing these bales on the ground. Now, if you want to see some stacking skills, just bear with us for a few more minutes, and we're going to be stacking some bales on a trailer. And I'm pretty proud of my stacking skills as of lately. Now, if you caught a couple live streams ago, I wasn't too proud of my driving skills. I had bales 3 tiers high, and well, let's just say things got tippy. Kevin says, yes, that is the name. Oh, cool. So yeah, we're just stacking those there for later use, because we do have a lot of fields that we're going to be planting and have already planted that won't produce straw. So having a good stockpile of this stuff for our compost plant is really good to have, because I'd rather spend money on or I'd rather use straw, turn it into compost. I'd rather do that than have to pay for fertilizer. Fertilizer is really expensive in FS17. Like, it's a killer. I do run the fertilizer in the seeder just because it saves time. You know, it's one less trip that you have to make across the field. In there, perfect. So we're getting our bales. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one hidden down there in the woods. So we got 5 bales left. Not too many. I think that makes sense. I'm pretty sure we harvested 15 bales off this field. So if you enjoy what you see tonight, feel free, hit that like button. If you dislike what you're seeing, well, you know what to do, smash the dislike button. You can share it too. Well, we're a new channel. I like shares. They're pretty cool. Subscriptions are the best thing, though. Kevin asked, do you have Facebook? That's actually a good question. So, yes, I do have a personal Facebook. I'm not giving that away. However, I do also have a Facebook page for Rubber Burner Gaming. I will fully admit that I don't use it a ton, but when there's important announcements to make, I do use that outlet. The biggest outlet that I use is Twitter. You know, every time I do a live stream or post a video, they go up on Twitter immediately. Okay, so if you want to keep up-to-date, minute-to-minute information, Twitter's the place to be. I also do shares from the companies or retweets, you know, about latest news and so on, so you guys can just follow along on that. And if you want to meet me, you know, kind of outside of the channel, go over to PCSG. I don't have a link for that. Well, I do actually, in the description below. Great forum. It's mostly a farming sim, but they do cover all types of farm sim. Wow, I didn't know where I was going there. All kinds of simulation type games. And it's the friendliest forum that I've ever been on. We've all been on those forums where everybody's just a little bit negative, and this forum is nothing like that. It's a whole hoot of laughs. I did a run with some of the guys just for fun on, well, we did a live stream Sunday night, and then after the live stream, we took a little break, probably like an hour long or so, and then we said, well, you want to do a couple more runs? And we were all like, yeah, sure. Or most of us were, anybody who was available. And I haven't laughed that hard in ages. We had an absolute blast. These guys are really cool. Everybody gets along very well. Go, feel free to check out that place. You won't regret it. But do it after the live stream, like not right now. I want y'all to stick around a little while longer. Oh yeah, so Little Donkey, who was it? Mackenzie was asking what kind of mods I use. This is Little Donkey. That little license plate there, and the one on the smokestack right there. Those were personalized for myself by Ian. He's one of my moderators. Become a pretty good friend very quickly. Just, you know, I think we just got to know each other less than a couple months ago. Again through PCSG. Yeah, he hooked me up with this thing, which I greatly appreciate it. Unfortunately, he isn't feeling too well today, so he won't be with us tonight. But you never know, he could be lurking in the background. He does that a lot. So don't say anything too silly. Alright, here's this one hidden that I was talking about. Kevin says, I'm enjoying myself and like the video. Well, I'm glad to hear that, but that's why I do this. This series right here was originally created because I was spending so much time doing Let's Play videos. Like, they take a lot of time to create, edit, and upload, and so on. Sorry, I just had to take a quick drink there. I had so much on the go. Work was starting to get busy, and I was starting to not have fun. So I decided, well, I'm just going to start a new game save, and, you know, when I just want to go play, I'll just live stream it, right? Next thing I know, I'm having way more fun doing live streams than I am doing anything else. So now I catch myself, we're doing a lot of live streams these days, because I really enjoy it. I don't have a set schedule, if you were about to ask me that. Essentially, I just go whenever I can go. I have a bit of a funky work schedule. It varies from week to week, which is frustrating, but, you know, until I'm making money off this thing that equals what I'm making at my current job, then, you know, I can't tell my boss what I'm going to be working in. By the way, I don't make anything off of this, so it's going to be a while till that happens. So I'll just keep doing what I do, and yeah, meeting new people all the time. That's the great thing. Man, I really do have a lot of fun doing this. Fans have been, I don't know if I want to call them fans. Viewers have been really good to me. Alright, we're going to jump over to this guy. Oopsie daisy. And we need to hook up to our bale trailer. Oh, I've run into stuff. All hooked up there. Cool beans. Now, what we're going to do is kind of... So we got a little patch of grass that didn't make it to the final growth stage. And it probably won't be till the next live stream, but I do want to harvest or mow this grass and turn it into silage. So I don't want to drive too far into the fully grown grass, because I do use crop destruction, so that would of course set the growth stage of that grass back some. I prefer not to do that. So all the bales that we get coming out of here, they're all going to go to the BGA, and I don't think we've sold any at the BGA yet. It takes a little bit longer to do, but they sell for more at the BGA than they do at the hay barn. And we'll get slurry out of them too. Now, no, we don't have a slurry spreader yet. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. This is me pressing all the wrong buttons again. That guy. We don't have a slurry spreader yet, but I would like to get one eventually, at least. Really, it wasn't until FS17 that I've done any manure. Oh, frick's sakes. I'm going to have to reset this tractor at some point in time so that I can switch to it. That's really frustrating. Anyways, crap, I'm forgetting how to talk again. Yeah, I hadn't done much in the whole manure spreading or slurry spreading, because it was like in FS15 you did one trip across your field. Next thing you knew, oh crap, rolling across the trailer. Actually not in a bad spot there though. I'm gonna live with that. Next thing you knew, you did one trip. Next thing you knew, your tank was empty, or your trailer was empty. And it was just like, well, that was a whole lot of work for nothing, especially if you're playing on a large map. Kevin asked, do you like FS15? Well, FS15 is how I got started in the Farm Sim series. It's when I found the series. I spent hundreds of hours in Farm Sim 15. I loved Farm Sim 15. For that matter, there are some things about FS15 that are better than FS17. Mainly the fact that there's more mods out for it. But FS17 overall is a better game, I do believe. They have added some key features that really make this enjoyable. We're going to have to, pretty dang soon, get some fuel for this sucker. She's running low. So I don't remember what the exact number of bales was we ended up out of this field. I think we're going to be loading 10 bales onto it, which isn't a ton. We can fit 12 on the bottom layer alone. Um, but again, it's cash in the pocket, and we really do need every dollar we can get. Yeah, we would have got 11 bales had I not let a bale roll down the hill into the stream just below us. Quite a drop-off down there. I locked my real friend yesterday. Not sure what you mean. You're gonna have to rephrase that, my friend. Alright. So this already is definitely not my best stacking job ever. Oh dear. It's probably not my worst stacking job ever yet, though, too, so I get that going for me, I guess. Oh, bollocks. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to be like that? I will tell you, I have run front loader in real life, and front loader is much easier in real life than it is in game, because you have no depth perception. That's really frustrating. Still super fun though. I prefer doing this over loading them with an autoloader any day. This is, yeah, it's more time consuming, but who cares? That's the great thing about Farming Simulator, is we're just out here doing tasks. You know? That's what I enjoy. That's why I love this game. It's just so dang. This is a horrible stacking job, though. There we go. Glitchy says, not staying, just saying hi. Well, I appreciate you popping by, just for however long you can. I really do appreciate it. Welcome back to another live stream. And I hope your day is going well. So today is the first day I've streamed in 1440, which is pretty cool, and actually it's going really well, which I'm also super stoked about. Because yeah, I've got new monitors that I'll be ordering a little over a week. So once they get there, I'll be able to really jack things up. And be able to really push the limits of this computer, I think, for the first time. There, we got that straightened out. That looks a lot better all of a sudden, doesn't it? None. Okay, so one down there. I think there's, oh goodness, we got 4 left. Okay, so we're going to get 12 of this. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Well, 12 is better than 10. More money. I don't remember what we got per bale. Well, that is the thing. So I actually want to, so I did a horrible job grabbing this bale. I think I want to set it down and reposition on it. So that's the key to stacking bales. It's just as much about how you approach the bale now and get into it as it is actually setting it on the trailer. Yeah. I'm going to take a quick drink here. Ah, tasty. All right, so we got well, 2 bales left after this one. And then it's on to the BGA to sell these suckers. Yeah, I don't remember what they sell for. I want to say it's like $180 a pop, something like that. But man, I could be wrong. Oh, I think my YouTube chat might be starting to glitch out again. I don't know why it does that. It just does it occasionally. I'll have some live streams, like I did one this weekend that was like 5 hours long, never had a single problem. And then we're only an hour into the live stream tonight, a little over, and we already seem to be having an issue with it. The problem is that once I have an issue with it, I haven't figured out how to solve the issue. And that's super, super frustrating. No, this is 10. Yeah, we'll get 10 bales out of this. Oh, well, turns out I can't count either. I forget how to talk, and I can't count. So to just come in on an angle, that's going to be the easiest thing to do here to keep this bale straight. One left. We'll stick the forks in. You know what? We'll just run this one all the way to frickin' VGA. Why stack it on the trailer? It's going to take extra time. I don't think we need our working lights. We'll just turn our headlights on for this. No reason to wake the wife up when we drive by the farmhouse. She likes to sleep in the pitch black, as do myself. As do I, rather. Well, hit that little mud hole again. Keep forgetting about that. You know, that place used to be dry as heck. Now every time I run through it, she's muddy as all hell. So yeah, we're a little over an hour into the live stream, so I think now is as good an opportunity as any to once again say thanks everybody for stopping by. I greatly do appreciate it. I've been having super lot of fun doing all these live streams lately. You guys are friggin' awesome. Don't forget, if you do like what you're seeing, you know, hit the like button. It really does help. Oh, yeah, so I mentioned it early in the live stream. I'm going to mention it again. We do have a bit of a surprise coming in the not too distant future. I'm going to say within the next couple weeks. Actually, let's just sell one of these suckers. See how much it sells for. Oh, $2.95. So we'll get to about $3,000 out of all these bales, plus the slurry. So that's cool. Alright, so let's just stick this guy in here. And we'll switch over to the case. So yeah, I'm not going to give too much away. Whoa, oh, snap. I almost screwed the pooch on that one, didn't I? Welcome to Roadrunner Gaming, where we forget how to talk, press all the wrong buttons, and run into things. And we almost, drop a whole bale load of straw off the back. So yeah, I'm not going to say too much about it because I actually am not sure how much I'm allowed to say about it yet. I'm going to talk to somebody about it either tonight or probably tomorrow, or maybe not even tomorrow. Might be Thursday before I get a hold of them. See how many details I can divulge, and then hopefully the next time we do a live stream I can give you guys a little bit more information on it. But I'm really excited. There's lots of new stuff coming down the pipeline for this channel. I'm expecting work's going to slow down within the next couple weeks or so. I'd love for it to last for another month, but I just don't think it's going to. And once things slow down, I think we'll pretty soon get back into our Let's Play videos again. I gotta get a couple mod reviews done that I've been meaning to do. Just haven't gotten there yet. Alright. I think that's as good a spot as any. Alright. Well, we're a little over halfway through the night now. Oh, darn it. This is frustrating. Usually we start to see the sun start to peek her way through about 4 o'clock in the morning. So we got, what, another 3.5 hours or so? Oops. Ooh, let's see if we can do 2 at a time. That'll speed this process up a little bit. Kevin says, well, I am going to sleep for work, and you have a good night, and you keep on stream. It was nice talking to you. Bye. It has been a blast. I really do appreciate you stopping by. I hope you hit the subscribe button so that we can chit-chat once again later on. Oh yeah, 2 at a time. That is the way to go. I kind of want to just get straight to harvesting that canola so we can buy the wood chipper, but I know that's not what we have to do. We got to get the other stuff taken care of first. And the other stuff won't take too long though. Now that we have that 6-meter seeder, seeding that field, both those fields, is not going to take that long. The time consumer is going to be cultivating. And even that goes by fairly quickly. We'll bang that out in, I'm going to say 45 minutes. So I think within an hour or so we'll probably be getting on to the harvest. I'm hoping. That'd be nice. Yeah, I might be pushing it. We'll just have to see what happens. We'll see what happens. Why does he retract all of his stuff? Okay. That's alright. I understand. I think. We're gonna have to run this guy down for fuel. I think that's the next thing we gotta do. Last thing we want to do is last thing we want to do is run it out. Getting an old diesel running again once you run it out of fuel isn't too easy. You have to read all the fuel lines and so on. That's just a pain in the butt. So we'll, especially when we got a real big manure spreader in the back there. That's not something I feel like doing. It's $47,740. Right on, right on, right on. Or, sorry, alright, alright, alright. As Matthew McConaughey would say. And I think we'll also reset our tractor while we're at it, so that I can switch to the dang thing. I'm not 100% sure what's going on, what's causing that, but woo, I'm all over the road here. But I'm going to try to get that figured out for the next live stream. I kind of expected the issue to resolve itself. Obviously it has not yet. But I'm sure it's something that I can get resolved without too much issue. I hope it is, at least. So we'll put some fuel in the old girl. She ain't going nowhere. We're going to be using her for a while yet. Only 2 tractors on the farm. We can't afford to be throwing either of them away anytime soon. Suppose we got the bale forks on her, so we should probably run our beacons just in case there's a pedestrian. We don't want them to think that they can walk out in front of us, otherwise they might have a bit of a headache the next day. Alright, so let's pull in here. How much is this going to cost us? God, this thing's a pig on fuel, eh? There she is, almost 300 liters of fuel we put in this thing just now. Oh, come on. More power. I don't think I'm helping myself out here. We'll just back up. Yep, $557 in fuel. Well, it had to be done. Oh, I've gone too far. Dummy. Alrighty. So, I think we can put our forks away for a while. And it's time to hook up to the manure spreader. Probably turn the beacons off. Probably should have done that before we pulled in the farmyard, but we didn't. We live, we learn. We need to switch implements. That one there. Okay, perfect. There's our sheepies. Anyone want to go flying? No, got none by the fly zone. Well, that's alright. So, we turn our GPS on. Crap it. We're actually pretty close there. There we go. Okay, so now I just gotta get this girl straightened up a little bit. Unfold her. Oh dear. We gone sideways. Set GPS. Uh-oh. That was a little close for comfort. Whoops. Alright, now we don't want to set this one right about here. Fire. Let's try right there. Perfect. And go, Gadget, go. I fumbled my words there. That was going to be a funny joke for all you Inspector Gadget fans, and then I gone down and screwed it up. Whoops. Oh, we're good. Alright, cool. So now we can run this girl the other direction. Ooh, it's a little muddy there. I want to go getting this girl stuck. That could be a pain in the butt. Oh, that's perfect. We'll just let the GPS turn the tractor. And we'll spread some poo. We're not actually spreading poo, we're spreading compost, but poo's funner to say. I should have cut that tire. Yeah, we'll just back up and try again. What's the worst that could happen? That's the worst that could happen, actually. I run into a tree. So, yeah, later tonight, hopefully, we'll be buying our... Whoops, I didn't spread that all the way, did I? Did I? I didn't. Missed a few feet there. We'll be buying our wood chipper, which has been a few live streams in the making. I believe it's going to be just barely the most expensive piece of equipment we have purchased. I think, if I remember correctly, the sewing machine is $62,000. This is $64,000. But the sewing machine might have been $68,000 too. I don't really 100% remember. I don't have the best memory in the world. I will admit that. Oh crap, I didn't need to start. I've done that every time now, haven't I? I'm starting it early and just wasting compost. The thing is, you spread so much compost in a short distance that you really don't want to do that if you can avoid it. Oh crap. Sorry, don't have my hands free at the moment. Not the best camera work I've ever done. Full disclosure. I think I might cut that short again too. Alright, so we're going to be missing a foot or so at the end, but that's not the end of the world. Monta says, "Hey, rubber." Welcome once again, Monta, to another live stream. We're just spreading some compost now. We've been pretty much bailing all night since we got started. It's a long, monotonous task. It's been taken care of now, though, so that's a huge plus in my books. Lead it back under here, fill this up once more. Didn't quite make it. Probably zoomed in a little bit, make my life a little easier, but oops. Nobody ever said I was the smartest cookie in the box. Oh, sleepies are starting to catch up with me. So, Monta, I hope your day is going well. Mine has been going quite well. It was actually... It wasn't the greatest work day in the world, although it did turn around right at the very end. Alright, this is Monta. I do understand. We will see you later. Woo! Oh, crap. I really did a number on her that time. We're going to sneak through the shed here there, just because it's a little easier. And back to field 6. Spread some more poo. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest work day in the world, but things really turned around for me, and now I've been having a blast. Well, I do appreciate that, Monta. I really quite do. Getting a lot of regulars on the channel now, which is really cool, yourself included. And I do appreciate every single one of them. You know, I kind of stream at a strange time for a lot of people. I wish I could have a more regular schedule, but just the way work life is, that's not possible for me. I appreciate that, Marco. I really do. Goodness, the old girl is struggling here. I'll rip her around here. Miss a couple feet there, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, we're going to try something a little tricky at the end of the field here. Bam! And a little compost. Well, that could have been worse. Just trying to save a little time more than anything. I really want to get to frickin' composting, harvesting that canola. Oh dear. Let's try. Oops, wrong button. Let's try that. Am I? Oh, I think I'm up against a tree. That's why. Yeah, I was. Well, let's try this then. We're gonna have to fill this friggin' thing. %. Yeah, I think we probably should. Woo! Thought I was gonna lose it there. Yeah, what was I about to say? It was because we had it completely packed full. I knew if we used less than 50%, we'd be able to fertilize that field again. Once we cultivate it, without having to run to the compost plant to refill. But since we're under 50%, then we'd be short just a little bit, and I'd rather make the run, fertilize the entire thing, than, miss a 100 square foot area. It's just not worth it in my books. Fertilization is quite key to producing a good crop yield. Ah, grab it. I hate these friggin' steerable trailers. They just never seem to go the way you want them to. Maybe it's just my driving skills lack thereof. I don't know. You know what? I think we'll just shut her down right there. There we go. Oh, I didn't reset that John Deere. Oh well, not the end of the world. Really, we won't be using that tractor that much more tonight. I think the only thing we have left for it is fertilize those two fields once more, and that's pretty much going to call it quits on the 7710 for the night. The rest of whoa! And then I almost ran into the dang thing. Yeah, I think the rest of the work will pretty much do with this thing. Yeah, she's smaller. Yeah, it's not a mod, but there's so much that we do with that 7710 now that if we use it for every single task, so we only have the two tractors, then it's gonna rack up some ridiculous engine hours. And we already pay, enough money on vehicle running costs. It's one of the most expensive, actually it is the most expensive thing that we have on our list. Actually, you know what we can do? I want to kind of take a look at that right now. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Yeah, that's the killer. $2,200. $1,000 for the 1455. How much does the John Deere cost us? Well, that's only 272. But yeah, there's a reason that. Yeah, so between those two, we're paying out $3,200. It's a lot of cashola. Really paying $178 for that bale wrapper? Man, vehicle running costs are expensive in this game too. I wonder, can you sort them? No, I wish you could sort them. That'd be cool. Sort them from most expensive down. But instead, it goes, I'm guessing, from the order you purchased them. All right, so let's grab. Actually, I think we are almost an hour and 40 in. So I think we're going to take a 3-4 minute break. When we come back, we'll hook up to it now so I remember what the frick I'm doing. When we come back, we're going to... oh, flip sakes. Gotta grab the 7710 now. Move that. God, I'm stupid. I do that. That's not the first time I've done that either. Alright, well, oh, I can't even do that quickly. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. When I come back, we're going to be doing some cultivating. We'll see in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so we got to take the 7710 back to the farm because, duh, I left the log forks right in front of the cultivator. I wonder if I can move those by hand. I highly doubt it. I'm gonna try though. I wonder if I can move those. Whoa! Things got a little messed up there. Johnny V says, get to bed. You know, happy Johnny? Not too long ago, I was yawning quite hard. I kind of considered going to bed, but having too much dang fun as I run into my tractor. So we're gonna move this here set of forks. This better, he says. Oh, there we go. And now we can just connect bale forks. Grab log forks. Just oh yeah, I wanted to jump out. Just see if it's possible to grab these guys. Move them. Nope, I have to do it with the front load. Yeah, it figures. Whoa, whoa! Oh, snap. Just dropped the mouse on the ground. Oh! And it's pitch black in here. Oh dear, I've messed everything up. Everything's going wrong. Welcome to Rubber Burner Gaming, where we forget how to talk, we press all the wrong buttons, and we run into things. Yeah, so, Johnny, you'll be, no, I'm not drunk again, I have to work tomorrow. Don't remind me of that. So I took a look. I'm not 100% sure what to do about Discord and the live streams. I flipped a setting in Discord, and I can't test it because I need other people to test it. But I'm hoping that's going to resolve the issue. If not, I'll have to go on some forums and see what else to do. But I did try another thing tonight, and I just came back from crap it all. I just came back from a little 5-minute break, and I checked my stream, and I haven't dropped a single frame. So from here on out, we're going to be streaming in 1440. Which I'm actually pretty excited about. I'm super stoked that that's working so well. Johnny, maybe you can help me out with this question. I started can do that by clicking on their pick. Turns everyone. See, here's the problem, Johnny, is that for me in my headset, you guys are perfect. Game volume and your volume is perfect. Discord volume is perfect. So, if I turn Discord up for the stream, then you guys are also going to be blasting in my ears. So what I did was I changed the output for Discord from... The output is no longer my headset. The output is now my recording program, and I'm hoping that it goes through my recording program into my headset. But we'll just, I'll have to test it Saturday or Sunday or something. Okay, so it's in your video program. I'm guessing it's gotta be. and I'm hoping by sending it directly to the program that I can work around it. My fear is that all of a sudden I won't be able to hear you guys well enough or something stupid. But we'll do some testing next weekend, and hopefully we'll have everything fixed up. This fall, I'd kind of like to do major audio system upgrade, like a kind of switch to almost a semi-professional audio setup with mixer and so on. But I've got other things I've got to do. Check out Ice. Well, Ice uses Discord, or not Discord. Ice uses OBS, and I use XSplit broadcasters. So we're running two completely different recording / streaming softwares. I used OBS and frickin' hated it. And if I can ever help it, I'll never go back to that program again. The program that I use is not perfect, but in my opinion, it's a heck of a lot better. What I was going to ask you is, I seem to be having an issue with... Oh yeah, good morning, by the way. I seem to be having an issue. This started on the last time that I played Woodshire with my... I don't know what caused it 100%. I think I might, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. So essentially, I have the 7710 in my fleet, John Deere, but I can't switch to it. Okay, and even if I open up my vehicle switcher, it's not... Oh, what is that? Oh, it's parked. How do I unpark that? Wonder if that's what's causing it. I'm gonna have to look at that. Enter? Nope. Wonder if that's what's causing it. Making it so I can't switch to it. Maybe. I think I just solved my own problem that I've been fighting with. See, I'm not all good looks. I got some marbles still up there. They're pretty loose. They knock against each other sometimes, but occasionally I come up with something smart to say. But I also have this problem, Johnny. Now all of a sudden, when I'm flipping through, I go to these cranes. I never used to go to the cranes. Glad I could help. Yeah, I never used to, or not the, they're not trains. Maybe I didn't call them trains. The cranes. I switched to the cranes now. I have switched to trains with a T turned off, but I don't know how you can switch those cranes off. And it never used to switch to those. Is that again probably something to do with that vehicle switch mod? Maybe I should just get rid of it because I don't use it yet. I don't have any farms with a big enough fleet that I need it. Back in FS50, I used to run fleets of 15 tractors on a farm, you know. I don't think I've had a farm with more than 5 pieces of equipment, 5 steerable vehicles on it so far, I don't think. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I've run into it before, and I couldn't... I know I switched, or I fixed the... I never use it, yeah. I don't think a lot of people do use it. A lot of people use the group switcher mod. I never really liked that one. I really liked this one in FS15. I liked it a lot. Because the way I'd set it up was I'd set it up so that my harvester would be the first tractor, the baler would be the second one, the vehicle or the tractor with the auto collector would be the third one, or I guess the tipper was the second one, then the baler, then the auto collector, and then I'd have the cultivator as the fourth one, the seeder is the fifth one, the sprayer is the next one. You know, I just run them all in order. It was just made life really easy, but yeah, like I say, I don't really have that big of fleets yet. But I'll have to look at my controls and so on, because I know the vehicle switcher mod uses a lot of the number pad controls. However, I have some of the number pad controls set as hotkeys for my recording software, and I don't want to switch tractors and accidentally turn my stream off. I have accidentally ended streams by pressing the wrong button before. Thankfully, I was able to get back on quick enough that I didn't screw too much stuff up. Tab key never fails. Yeah, no, but it does fail. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, just not using the vehicle switching mod. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. And with just 5 tractors, it's not that bad. It's when you get into having 15 tractors that tab, 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 tab. It got old, right? Especially, I guess in FS15, I was using, when I first started playing FS15, I was on a laptop that's now like 7, 8 years old. Still runs. Still use it for a media player. But every time you switch the tractor, the game would just lag horribly. And if you're trying to get a field done really quick, then it would become frustrating, right? But I don't really have those issues anymore. Thank you, i7-6700K. Yay! How's your morning going, Johnny? Put some bacon and eggs on the go. That's what I should have. I had burgers for supper. Now I kind of want bacon and eggs. I actually cook bacon and eggs a lot for supper. Very rarely have breakfast. If I do, it's just stopping at Tim Hortons, which is a Canadian coffee shop. Good morning. It's morning where you're at, ain't it? Yeah, I never had, and I just end up getting like a frickin' bagel or something like that. Never have breakfast. I can't eat before I go to work. My stomach's not awake yet. Bad things happen if I eat before I'm, like awake for 2 hours. So I never have a full breakfast. But I love bacon and eggs, so I often have it for supper. Oh, there's nothing better than a pound of Canadian bacon. I'll probably die when I'm 35 years old of a heart attack. Clogged arteries, stroke, whatever happens from clogged arteries, I don't know. But lunchtime now. Oh, well, I see. I see. Lunchtime for you, and it's getting pretty close to bedtime for me. Another hour and a half or so. I don't have to work till 12 tomorrow, which is nice, but we're really putting the grind on at work right now, and it's I come home, I'm flipping tired. It's hard work, but it's all paying off. Things slow down, I'll get to have some even more enjoyable times with my YouTube audience and friends. Thank God for the GPS. Oh, you know what I need to be doing? Stretch my knee out. Use the frickin' cruise control. GPS, cruise control, man. I could be a tractor driver. This ain't that bad. I was actually watching a Grassman video there the other day, and I think Buddy was driving a Fendt. Don't quote me. Anyways, he was showing off the GPS system in it, and he just they were planting onions, and he just turns the tractor at the end of the rows, and he just sits back and relaxes all the time. And I was like, man, that sounds like a lot of fun. It would get boring though, doing it day in, day out. So the plan is, we're going to finish cultivating this field and the other field number 2, I think. And the plan has been to do that, fertilize, and then harvest field number 12? Yes. Which has canola, which should put us over the number we need to purchase our Woodshire, which I'm pretty stoked about. But stream's been kind of slow as of about an hour ago, mainly because a big YouTuber started, I suspect. It's kind of hurting me, I think. Not taking anything away from him. I quite enjoy his live streams. But I always do find when the big guys get on, it always hurts the numbers a little bit, which slows down chat, and then I get kind of boring, and it's just a free-fall effect. So I don't know. I usually aim for 2.5 hours on my streams. I got 2 hours in now. If I want to do all that stuff, I'm going to be here at least another hour. We'll just keep on trucking and see what happens, I guess. We ended doing one hell of a live stream there, Johnny, there last week. That ATS live stream we did was awesome. When I left, when I finished the stream, I think I was at something like 100 views, and the videos already popped up like another 20. I usually don't get like hardly anything after the live stream. Like, not many people watch them back afterwards. But and it was super fun too. Like, I legitimately haven't laughed that hard in a long time, and the kind of after run that we did was just as fun too. I had a blast doing that. I definitely appreciate y'all kind of letting me into your inner circle. We're just about finished up here now. Just a wee little bit left. And then another field just about the same size. We can pack this girl up. We're going to be looking at a new cultivator for it's my awesomeness that brings people in. Well, I won't deny that you have a slight amount of comedic effect to yourself. I think it's the Australian accent more than anything, but, you know, some people might say it's your personality, I guess. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at a new cultivator soon, I think. I'm not 100% sure when. I don't even know if we can yet. I want a bigger cultivator, though, because this is really the task that's kind of holding us back. We won't be able to get a seeder for a while, although I did just buy Coon Pack, like, yesterday. So we might have a seeder in that pack that would work with one of our tractors. The thing is, I was kind of planning on waiting for use that in the old streams Let's Play, but might be a couple more weeks before I get back to the Let's Play. And I kind of just bought the thing, and I kind of want to use it, so yeah. And I don't know how much life I have left in that Let's Play now. I feel like it's kind of run its circle. It was a good first series. The way I did things kind of, I don't know, it was getting very boring for me. Might not be so bad to do. That's what I need to do. Now that I think about it. Anyways, I'm just teaching myself things as we go along. And for that reason, I don't know how much I have left in that series. So I might just, for too long, just do one episode to kind of wind it down. But I don't know what I'll use to replace it if I do that. Like, I haven't. Finding the right map that you really like takes a lot of time. Johnny says, "Okay, mate, take care and talk again soon." Sounds good, buddy. Thanks again for stopping by. I do greatly appreciate it. Yeah, anyways, I don't know what I would use to replace old streams with. I really like the feel of that map. I've always liked the slightly smaller maps. I like using big equipment, but I like having to work my way up to the bigger equipment, right? I don't like just starting out with all the latest and the greatest. I like to have to work for it. But I don't know what all there is out there, and searching for maps takes quite a bit of time. And if you find one that's close and not quite what you want, then you have to edit it a bit, and that takes time. You know, it took me I don't know, probably 2 or 3 days to get this one the way I wanted it. It took me freaking near a week to do old streams, get it ready. But on the other hand, old streams was the first map that I had played around with modding on FS17. Thankfully, I had some experience from FS15. So, you know, I wasn't a complete noob, but there were quite a few things that they were doing differently. And it had probably been, you know, 6 months since I had done any modding whatsoever, so I kind of had to reteach myself some things, silly little things like, you know, when you're in Giant's Editor, what button do you press for zoom in and zoom out, you know, little things like that. Okay, let's turn that backlight on. Yeah, turn our GPS back on. I think that'll do just fine. And lower. And, oh, put our drive. There we go. I'm surprised we didn't have a little bit more trouble with that little mud hole there. That's okay, though. She's a good tractor, this here thing. 145 horsepower. She does the job all right. Here, our compost master going off to the right-hand side there. So we're going to do probably 4 trips up and down on this end, 4 trips up and down on the other end. That just gives us nice turning radiuses, so we're not running into trees all the time. Then we'll go back and forth the longer distance of the field. Oh, gone did and run into a tree. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's alright though. I've never hurt nobody. Might have hurt a tractor or two in its day, but running into a tree I don't think has hurt that many people. Having a tree fall on you, that might be a little different, but literally running into a tree, the worst you're going to get is a broken bone, I think. I'm sure somebody could come up with proof proving me wrong, but you all know what I'm saying. Oh, goodness, Sleepy's kicking in again. I am kind of excited to break out the new cedar again, though. Fact is, we used it once in our last live stream. No, actually, it wasn't our last one. It was the one before that. But because it's such a big cedar compared to our other one, you know, it takes like no time to seed an entire field, especially with the size fields we're using, right? So we don't really have hardly any hours on that little cedar, or big cedar. I guess it's kind of the medium cedar in the game. I'm just rambling. But, so yeah, we just spent $68,000. I kind of want to use it some more. But we will get lots of use out of it because not only we are kicking up a ton of mud down here, not only will we end up using it for corn and okay, we need to go like that. No, I want to come over like that. Yep. Nope. Shoot. There we go. Not only are we using it for corn and sunflower, but we'll also get to use it for soybean. And when the day comes that we finally get into sugar beet, which, you know, I really do want to do on this map. I don't have very much experience in sugar beet in 2017. Actually, I don't know if I think I did a bit in my personal save game before I started YouTubing. But it literally was like a couple weeks of it at most, I think. Yep, I don't even know if I did. So I really do want to get some sugar beet in on this here farm. I don't know where the heck we'll store it though. We don't have much for storage space. My guess would either be on the second or third farm, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, my YouTube chat seems to be wigging out again. It does that from time to time. Alright, so back down in here. Oh, yep, we run into a tree. We're definitely kicking up a little mud when we start these rows. I love the terrain and dirt mod. Man, it adds a whole nother element to the gaming experience. I mean, it's just one of those things that you would have to deal with in real life. There's a little bit of mud on the tires. All right. So, we are getting close to having this field. I'm going to be happy to get this cultivator back away. I love cultivating, but you know, now that we're running 6-meter seeder, this thing just... I just kind of want to go to bed. Not literally, it just kind of bores me a little bit. I want to break out a bigger cultivator is what I'm getting at. That is very soon. On the next thing on the list has got to be a tractor, I think. It's the smart move. We get a tractor, a bigger tractor, then we can, you know, yeah, we could buy a little bit bigger cultivator. But how much bigger? Not that much bigger. We get a bigger tractor though, and then we can get into the 6-meter direct seeder, which saves us a whole pile of time. And we can get into you know, a 6-meter cultivator, or maybe even a little bit bigger. You know, we get a 210 horsepower tractor. That's going to help. So we really got to put that on the priority list, I think. We are sticking with our plan. The way I'm feeling at this exact moment is we will end up buying a wood chipper tonight. We've been planning on a wood chipper for probably a week and a half now, and we're finally at the point, because we had a few other things that we had to buy first. Corn seeder, corn header, they were on the top of the list. A couple other smaller pieces of equipment. But we're at the point now where I think, well, we're at the point where it's time to buy that. And I'm trying to think if there was anything that was at the top of our list after that, and I can't think of anything. I was thinking conveyor belts would be nice to have. I don't think they're priority though. So I think the smart thing is a tractor. Get a tractor. Then we can also start looking at getting into sugar beets. It's going to be easier to do that. You know, once we get into the 6 meters implements, then we can start looking into more fields. Because really, we're at our field limit. I don't think we can own any more fields without getting ourselves into trouble. Someday, before too long, we're also going to have to look into a new harvester. The one we have now is doing the trick, but again, small. It's like, what is it, 4.5 meter grain header, and I think it's a 3. Oopsie daisy. Welcome to Rubber Burner Gaming, where we forget how to talk, run into things, and press all the wrong buttons. Yeah, 3 meter corn header for the harvester that we have. I'm sleeping again. Excuse me. So, having a new harvester would, one, speed things up, because obviously we would go bigger. We're not going to get the same one again. That would just be stupid. And 2, greatly reduce our running cost, vehicle running cost, because that thing is costing us dang near $2,000 a day. Right? But no, actually it's like, with the header, it's closer to like $2,300 a day. So by the time today is over, we'll spend nearly $7,000 on that harvester. You know, that's kind of like, ouch, right? Ugh. Jeez, I got the sleepies hardcore right now. And again, I do apologize. We're gonna get this cultivating done though, by George. The seeding will take like no time at all compared to this. That's just gonna frickin' fly by, I think. So really, I think I'm gonna press through tonight, and I'm gonna work until we harvest field 12, so that we can buy that wood chipper. Goodness, I never actually looked, dude. Like, I don't know if you need a certain PTO powder on it or anything like that. I never thought of that. That might put a kink into our plans. Right there. Alright, time to open up the store. I gotta look at this now. Forestry equipment. 64,000. No, not showing a PTO horsepower. Well, that's good. Might need to fuel it though. It might have like an onboard generator. I'm not sure about that. We'll just have to see, I guess. I'm gonna set the old cruise control so I can stretch my knee again. For those of you unaware, I do kind of have bad knees. Just started within the last year or so. I think a lot of it has to do with my work environment. Not too much I can do about it, unfortunately. So just hitting the cruise control and stretching my knee occasionally really helps. I'm actually, I game on my couch. I have my computer hooked up to my big screen. Been talking about my monitors so much. This is one of the main reasons I'm so excited. There's multiple reasons. Whoopsie daisy. I'm excited for it, but one of the big ones is so that I can get in an office chair and my knees won't be cramped up any longer like they are right now. I can kind of stretch them out a little bit because my steering wheel and all my stuff surrounding me is on my coffee table. So in order to reach it, because it's not at the right height, I have to have it very, very close to me, which means I can't stretch my knees out very well, which becomes a bit of a pain in the butt. But my brother actually has a pretty good hookup, and he's quite certain that he'll be able to get me an office chair on the cheap, like extremely cheap, if not for free. Which would be phenomenal, because that's, you know, a couple $100 saved right there. I'm kind of hoping he comes through on that. Still got a ways to go before I move upstairs, though, because I still got to build my desk. That's going to take a little bit of time. I expect that's probably going to take me a week or so. By the time it's all said and done. I gotta get metal. I gotta design the thing. Really, I should be designing the thing now, but until I actually get my monitors, I don't quite know the angles I'm gonna want everything, how big I'm gonna want everything, and so on. So I'm gonna wait till I get them, then I can just kind of lay it out and figure it out from there. So I'll have to design it. I still have a few more pieces that I have to buy for upstairs. I also have to sell my foosball table, which is where the computer is going to end up going. I need to put that on the priority list, actually. Getting rid of that thing. A good foosball table. I've had that thing since I was in high school, actually. Played with many rounds on it. Many rounds. Had a lot of fun. But time has come. I don't use the thing anymore. You know, I used it a lot when I was. I used my foosball table a lot when I was back in high school. When people would just come over, hang out after school and so on. And I used it a lot when I was in college and for a few years after, when you'd have a few pops on the weekend, but that's not really my thing anymore. I'd prefer just hanging out with you guys. So I think it's time to get rid of it. I think it's finally time. I asked my brother if he wanted it, and he denied it. I asked my parents, and I knew they were going to say no because they begged me to take the thing in the first place. Alright. Oh, we're getting so close to having. I'm going to be so happy once we're done this field. So happy. We're so close. I can taste the rainbow. Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. This time, break out the poo spreader. Spread some poo. Even though it's not actually poo, it's compost. And that's something else we gotta think about investing into. I'd like to, once we get the new tractor, which is 2 or 3 live streams away probably, I want to get into sugar beet, because then we will have enough crops to get into pigs. And I'd like to get into pigs and then eventually get into cows. They're not high priority for me. So the return on investment on those guys is kind of low. But they're also pretty fun. It adds a whole other element to the game. A lot of people enjoy that kind of thing. And I do too. Again, it's just not high return on investment, so it's a little difficult to justify, but could be worth it nonetheless. So, yeah, we'll have to break out the 7710. Oh, if anybody who's in the chat knows how to turn the 7710, 7810 out of parked mode, which is what it is in with the vehicle switcher mod, let me know. Is it stuck there and I don't know how to unstuck it there? I'll figure it out after the live stream if nobody says anything. Now that I've figured out why it's like that. But as it is right now, I can't tab to it easily. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, yeah, YouTube chat's definitely wigging out again. It's having problems. Obviously, it doesn't actually do it in YouTube. It's just my recording program. Sometimes it doesn't. They don't agree with each other sometimes. There is an update for my recording / streaming program though. So maybe if I'm smart after this live stream, I'll update it. You never know, that might be enough to resolve the issue. Now that I think about it, last couple live streams that update has been available and I just haven't done anything about it. Alright, one more pass. I think one more pass can do the trick. Really? Sorry, I'm just trying to do, oops, 2 things at once. Just give me 1 second, folks. There we go. I usually am smart enough to keep my phone next to me in case I get subscriber notifications, because I do get emails when most people subscribe. Not everybody, but I try to keep an eye on that throughout the stream so I can give people shout outs if they do hit the button. But I just realized I didn't have it in front of me, so I opened up my email on my laptop so I can check it periodically. Alright, so we can park this cultivator for a while. For a whiles. Whoa. There we go. Now, before I forget, whoopsie daisy, I want to switch this to sunflower. Otherwise, I will forget. So, I gotta go back to the, oh dear. Vehicle's doing it now. I hate that handbrake mod. I gotta get rid of it. Oh yeah, we gotta, where did I park that thing? I think I just parked it over here. Oops, not that way. Wrong way. Yep, there she is. We'll take a little run. Ah! Enter. Forward. Oh, we can get rid of this front loader bracket now. I don't know why I didn't get rid of that before. That was silly. Crap, where did I leave that? I legit don't remember. Did I leave that up at the compost plant? I might have. Forward gear. Come on, Rubber, figure it out. Did I leave that over by the compost plant? That is the question. I might have, actually. Nope. Where the heck did I park that? Couldn't have gone too far with it. Pretty big piece of equipment. How did I lose it? I literally lost... Oh, there it is. Found it. I was starting to get worried there for a minute. Alrighty. Swing this sucker around. I think we'll just go on that. Oh dear. I've run into a tree. And we're spinning a little mud here. There we go. Okay, now back this girl up. Back it on up now. Woo! Say we ran into something there. Oh, she's struggling here. Oh, she is spinning. She is lugging hard, y'all. See that dirt kicking up. She's just barely got enough power to get the job done. She's getting her, though. She's getting after her. Bye, George. So, we really stuff her into the woods there sometimes, don't we? We just go for broke. Hope for the best. Now, there we go. Not the perfect line, but once again, should get the job done. AK the Savage says, "What's going on, Rubber?" AK, not too friggin' much, my man. We're just... Oh dear, I ran into a barn. We're spreading some... I like to say we're spreading poo, but we're not. We're spreading compost. On a couple fields. And we're going to break out our new corn header. We're actually going to be planting, or not corn header, corn cedar. And we're going to be planting some sunflower is what we're going to plant with it. And then last but not least, we get all that done, which won't take that long, I don't think. We're going to harvest a small field of canola and finally purchase our wood chipper. That is the plan for the rest of the stream. Let's see if we can sneak through there without running into... Oh, we're going to run over some of our corn. That is the plan. We got pretty much the gist of the dirty work done tonight so far. We baled both the fields that we're working on now. We sent a pile of them to the compost plant. Some of them are already in the compost plant, some of them are just stacked outside of it for once we open up some more room in it, because we've pretty much got her at capacity. Then we already spread one layer. Oh, we're destroying stuff. We've already spread one layer of compost. And we cultivated everything. Cultivating took forever. It actually took way longer than I thought it was going to. Now we're here. Now we are here. So that's what's going on. In a nutshell. Alright, so, done another field. Oh, no, wrong button. Welcome to Rubber Burner Gaming, where we forget how to talk, press all the wrong buttons, and run into things. That's pretty much my gaming story. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh dear. I knew, oh, I wasn't actually expecting that. I knew I wasn't doing a great job here, but I didn't think it was this bad either. Oh, snap. I kind of got myself a bit stuck here, didn't I? I legit wasn't expecting that. I don't remember putting mud there. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Gosh darn it, I've forgotten. Sleepy. A frickin' brain fart. This is how I forget how to talk. 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're about an hour or so from sunlight starting to arise. For that matter, we might actually get to, sorry about the trees there, folks. I'm taking another quick drink there. And when I take a drink, my right hand's usually the one for my joystick / view control, but yeah, I'm right-handed. My left hand is useless. I can hold the steering wheel, that's about it. Left hand has never been very much coordinated in any shape or fashion. So yeah, anyways, my point to that is that when, oh my lord, I'm forgetting how to talk. Maybe I should call it a live stream. When I'm taking a drink, I can't run the camera. That's what I was getting at. Oh my god, how did it take that long to figure out how to say it? That is sad, sad, sad. Yeah, we're definitely wasting compost running up like this, but it's too late now. We pretty much already started. Yep, that's good enough. Hours on this tractor already. Whoa, Bessie. Too far, girl. Perfect. I gotta be a little bit careful here because I don't want to put myself in the drink. Perfect. Oh, that's just that's close to good. Perfect. There. Well, let's try that. So, we're going to make a last pass here, and I know I said earlier that I was going to push through and seed and harvest the canola and then buy the wood chipper, but, you know, the more I think about it, we're almost 3 hours into the live stream now, which is longer than we usually go already. Live stream's been kind of slow the last little while, and those are, you know, a couple new things I want to share with a larger audience. So, you know, why not save that for the beginning of the next stream? We get to use our new corn header. We get to do the canola harvest, and yeah, we'll be able to do some forestry with that thing. So I apologize for cutting things short here. But, you know, when things slow down like this, I get kind of tired. Now, I want to say thank you to everybody who did stop by the live stream. Everybody watching in the future, thanks. Appreciate it. If you like what you saw today, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe. Leave a comment down below, hit that share button. If you dislike what you saw today, well, you know what to do. Smash the dislike button. If you haven't checked out pcsg.uk, well, links in the description. It's pretty much the best forum there is out there as far as I'm concerned. We're currently still doing a donation drive. It's no longer on Icelandic Farmers YouTube channel. We have a direct link on PCSG, whoopsie daisy, for Big Johnny D. His motherboard took a poop on him and pretty much killed the entire system. Uh, he's a great guy. Just kind of down on his luck right now. Could use a little hand, so that's what we're going to do for him. Oh, come on. Really? Why can't... I just want to jump over the barrier. This is stupid. Apparently I have to walk around. I just want to shut the tractor off, is what I want to do. And this is 10 times more complicated than it should be. So anyways, we're not asking for a paycheck or anything like that. But if you can spare, your coffee money for the day, something like that, well, that's enough. We'd appreciate that. We'll leave the front work lights on for now. And you know what? I think that's it. So until next time, y'all have a great night. See ya.